Hello guys, my name is Madhur and welcome to my channel. This is the 50th tutorial in the series of tutorials on Unix shell scripting. In this tutorial, we're not going to check out anything new or specifically important. I'm just going to discuss an application of for loop which I think you guys might find interesting. So I have my text editor here and I have saved two files in my home folder. The one that I have opened up at the moment is called command list and it's a text file, and the other one is a script file and it's called help and has the extension sh, right? So what we're going to do in this tutorial is in the file command list I'm going to type in a few command names, right? And then in the script file help.sh I'm going to use for loop to iterate over the commands that I will be typing in command list, and then I will be fetching out the man pages of those commands one by one, and I will be sending those man pages to another file which I'm going to call help file, right? So firstly I'll have to type in commands here, and I'm going to use cat and date and cal and touch. These are probably the commands that I use most often. And in the file help.sh I'll type in the keyword for on line 1 because we're going to use for loop to iterate over the commands, and then I'll type in my control variable which I'm going to call cmd, right? And then I'll type in another keyword in, which is part of the for syntax, and then I'll have to inform for the commands over which I wanted to iterate, and this I'm going to do by typing in cat space command list, and I'll put this entire thing within reverse quotes. And the reason why I'm doing this is because we are interested in the commands that are there in the file command list, and since command list is a text file, we are using the cat command to get us the entries or the words that are there in the file command list. And once those commands are made available to for will iterate over them one by one, and the control variable cmd will hold cat in the first iteration, and then date in the second iteration, cal in the third iteration, and touch in the fourth iteration. So since there are 4 commands, there are going to be 4 for loop iterations. And let me save this file first. Alright, and on the next line in my script file I'm going to type in the keyword do to get inside the for block, and then since I want to get the man pages of the commands, I'm going to type in man space $cmd. And what this will do is, since cmd is going to hold the commands one by one, so in the first iteration man cmd will get the man page of cat, in the second iteration man cmd will get the man page of date, and so on and so forth. There are going to be 4 iterations. And since I want to send this output to another file, I'm going to use the double redirection operator, and I'm going to type in the name of the file which I'm going to call help file, right? And I've used the double redirection operator here because I want the output to be appended, right? So in the first iteration cat's man page is going to be sent to help file, and in the second iteration the second command that we have in the command list file is date. So date's man page will be appended to the man page of cat that is there in the help file. We don't want it to replace the already existing text, but we want it to append the text to what's already there in the help file, right? So I hope you get this, and in case you have any confusion, check out my tutorial on cat command, and it's pretty early in this course. It has to be before the 15 tutorial, so you guys can check that out, right? And on the last line, oh sorry, on the fourth line I'm going to type in the last keyword, which is done, and with this my job's over. So now what I can do is I can bring up my terminal and I'll execute the script file by typing in sh space help.sh, and when I press the enter key, well, it took a second for the shell to do all that work, but my dollar prompt has been returned to me now. And now what I can do is I can open the file help file and see what I have, right? And I'm not going to do that in the terminal. Instead I'm gonna use my text editor, and there you go. In this file help file, it's obviously a text file. You see that you first have the man page of cat, and then from 77th line onwards you have the man page of date, and then, well, date's man page is pretty long because you get a lot of options that you can use with it. And then from line 254 onwards you have the man page of cal, and then lastly from line 347 onwards you have the man page of touch. So there you go, all that work was done by shell in just a few seconds. and it's pretty amazing how quickly things work. And this wasn't really a very important tutorial, and you guys could have probably skipped it, but I just thought that it might be a little bit of fun for you guys to do something of this sort. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we're going to discuss nested loops, which are obviously important, and we might be using them a lot in this course, and even otherwise. If you decide to become shell programmers in future, then nested loops are something that you must know, and something that you must be able to use as and when the need arises. So thank you so much for watching this one. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel.